Tanzania is a beautiful country. It's famously known as the land of Kilimanjaro, Serengeti, Ngorongoro Crater, of course, Olduvai Gorge, Zanzibar, Selous.
There are a lot of things that makes Tanzania unique. We are keepers of all sorts of world heritage.
So many options. You can go to wildlife areas. We have fantastic beaches. We have fabulous islands in Tanzania, fantastic water bodies.
I think we in this country are blessed. We've got the best wildlife. We've got amazing culture.
Wow, there's so much to talk about Tanzania. Every region you go, you will always find uniqueness.
It is the land everyone would wish to go and stay.
People are very friendly, they are very warm, with very nice smiling face and welcoming, very authentic.
If you go back into history, our forefathers have set a very solid foundation.
Tanzania is a country that has played a crucial role to influence stability in many other countries.
Tanzania got its independence in 1961, and we got our independence peaceful. Our father of the nation, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, declared that we can't be free if the rest of Africa is not free. So soon after our independence, Tanzania adopted a policy of supporting the rest of South African countries, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Angola, Mozambique, down to South Africa. Allocate part of its land for the freedom fighters to stay in Tanzania, to contribute to the liberation of other countries in Africa.
We were proud of being Tanzanian, a country which was led by Mwalimu Nyerere, the icon of this country. The president who has shown without fear, we must do everything by our own.
So this is also the spirit of Tanzanians.
We stand as one.
It's an amazing place. It has sort of unbounded potential. There's high population growth, there's big plans for development.
And I look at the direction of the country where we are headed, and I can only see positive.
We are no longer a poor country. We are moving, producing our own things and also exporting our own things.
It's one of the countries in Africa which economically is very, very stable. You have all of the prospects of growing.
It is well developed in terms of infrastructure, international airports, good roads.
So when that is combined with the abundance of tourist attraction, that makes Tanzania a very good place to live and work.
Tanzania is a unique country. We have allocated over 30% of our land for wildlife, for flora and fauna.
Tanzania actually protects and conserves a little bit more than 33% of its land. And it is covered by more than 50% by forests.
Tanzania is a beautiful country. We have the animals, we have very good and big forest reserves.
We have a diversity of wildlife resources, and we cannot be compared with any other country regionally or internationally.
We have some incredible landscape, whether it is Zanzibar Islands, the lakes that we have, the amazing wildlife that we have, which is probably the best in the world.
It's a beautiful country. I mean, you've got the mountains, you've got the countryside, the Indian Ocean's beautiful.
That is the Serengeti of the terrestrial, it is the Serengetis and Manyaras of the marine conservation.
Zanzibar Island, Pemba Island, fantastic scenery.
But Tanzania goes beyond natural heritage. Tanzanian music, Tanzanian film, our political history, our political positioning, cultural heritage that we have.
It's very, very important to preserve and to understand our own culture itself. If you look at all these carvings, it shows you the amount of talent we have. The Makonde carvings, the carving of the Shetani, the spirits, the carving of the tree of life, the family tree, the modern abstracts. It gives a sort of sense of identity to our country.
For us, heritage is everything, is a value. We have our food, our aroma, our music, our way of life, how we live.
Now, among the efforts that have been put in place is trying to diversify on the number of activities that one can do when they come to Tanzania. So the tourists, when they come, they will visit the national parks. They would also want to visit the area, enjoy the traditional foods. They can buy the local cloth. They can buy any kind of souvenir that are being produced by the local people. Now we're investing towards that direction so that we can improve the experience that a tourist coming to Tanzania would enjoy.
We love to see foreigners come over here and enjoy our country.
Wherever you go, you don't feel like a stranger.
We're very peaceful. The security is great here.
And we welcome any visitors coming to this country, and we make them feel at home.
Tanzania has a vision, which is our national development vision. It's a vision 2025. We aspire to have a country with high quality of life. We aspire to have a country with a stable economy, with good governance, of course with peace.
The feeders are there to show that we are heading into that direction. And it comes into so many ways.
The government's putting a lot of money in terms of having a modern infrastructure.
The level of investment has never been seen before.
Massive projects that are being executed at the moment.
The investment climate is also favorable.
The business performance in the country is now coming up.
You would note that for the past maybe decade or more, GDP growth rate has been above 7%.
Tanzania is a greenfield. I think you'll agree with me that this is probably the best moment to invest in Tanzania.
It's the most populous country in East Africa. You have a direct access to over 55 million people. But Tanzania, it's very strategically located. We are being surrounded by 8 countries, maybe 6 countries are landlocked countries. We are the one to provide a channel.
We are talking about a market of more than 100 million people.
There's not many parts of the world that have that kind of power. So if you are in a fast-moving consumer goods area or in any business that has huge outreach, Tanzania also provides that kind of opportunity.
One of the aspirations of the vision to have a land society.
I think it's very important that we empower more and more people to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that this country has to offer.
There's all the potentials there to take things to the next level. I think there are a lot of good policies. The government is receptive to private sector investment. They're trying to work to develop the local industries, to develop local companies. I think they're doing things from all angles. They're not just focusing on one area.
The system has been streamlined. The bottlenecks have been addressed. And government now is more proactive.
So there are a lot of things that we see much more efficient.
We have got right people with right mindset as well.
The investors who come make more profit, but also that investment benefits the people.
So I believe the time is right to transform Tanzania to the next level.
We are working today for a better tomorrow.
This is just what happens. It's a trend, it's momentum that you just can't stop.
This is the way to go forward.
Let's work together. Let's make it possible for the people of Tanzania to achieve their dreams.